And even the latest one, David, he just finished and is reading engineering in Abuja, that's Afe Babalola University. In his own case, for example, even the university education, someone else just picked it up, and that's how they sent him there. So we've been doing all of these things this past couple of years. How have we been getting it done? Through the support of various support means. With definitely the church, Jubilee has been supportive to us. That means we all, one way or the other, have been supporting. Then we have the board of trustees. These are the people that actually run the foundation, and they've just been fantastic. And they're the ones that put in the time and the resources, because they're all taxed towards it. So they've been doing a lot of them. We've had goodwill donations from individuals within the church. There was a while back that we set up the automatic debit system, and quite a lot of people, even the 1,000 a month, they definitely have supported us. We've had corporate donors one way or the other. We've done things with Google Africa. Coca-Cola Foundation actually supported us with training in social sector management in EDC, that's LBS. We've had MTN Foundation, who don't give money, but they give in kind. We've had Indomie Foods, who also give in kind. And we've even had Guinness, and we've even had government parastatal. There was a federal government parastatal that a sister here said we should write to them, and we wrote to them, and they gave us some support. And in fact, later on, as I mentioned, later on, that paracetamol was in the newspapers. They were probing them. So, I was afraid that let them not. But it was just a small amount. I don't think it qualified for. Praise the Lord. Okay, so that's what's been happening. What are quickly the plans for 20? The immediate plans is that we want to expand the after-school programs, more teachers. Embarrassingly, even some of the teachers, we end up owing them here and there, but we're still getting it done. We want to have the annual quiz competition, and linked with that also, we want to have definitely the students, the scholarship program. We've been expanding that program. We have currently about 8 on the program right now. We want to get more and more. And we want to revamp our website, social media handles, full-time staff. A total budget right now we're looking for this year is 10 million naira. Praise the Lord. How can you support? The first thing is, can you show me that, the next slide? How can you support? The first thing is BOT, the BOT membership. That's Board of Trustees membership. Now there were about 8 of us, but for various reasons that has been whittled down. One of us, Momi Wakalo, has gone on to be with the Lord. A few of the other members, there's been some movement, so there's just about 4 of us there now. So we're definitely going to pull it back. So we're looking for new BOT members, but we're careful. I'm throwing this open, but it doesn't mean that immediately if you volunteer, that it's automatic, because there's a lot that goes into it. We tend to bend more to the education needs type of person and the corporate person. And as we said, the BOT members actually support the foundation a lot. So that would also come in. So if you like to volunteer, or someone that, from all I've said, it seems as if this is the kind of thing that fits their bill and they want to serve the Lord in this way, please, you can see us on that. So secondly, private corporate sponsorship of all our programs. As we said, we have these programs broken down, and some of us might relate to one more than the other. Please feel free to come and sponsor. Then student sponsorship, definitely this one in particular, I have to mention that the scholarship program is such a basic and very important thing. And there might be some of us here that actually want to take it on. Last year, one of the members who was there, who is now in the States, just called me out of the blues that he would like to sponsor a child through secondary school. I mean, young guy. So that's how last year we were able to do two sponsorships instead of one. And I have to mention two things about this. There's a story, very story that some of us in the church, you know about this lady. She sings, and she was here a while back. And she gave her story. Sometime in the 80s, in the mid-80s, she was going to go to school. She had passed her JAM, but they were totally financially incapacitated. She couldn't afford it. Her father was dead, and she came from a relatively enlightened background. But the mother too, anyway, she couldn't go to school. So the only uncle that could help her, for whatever reason, decided not to help her. Then she just said, someone told her that, there's this man, they say he stays in Ikeja, that if you go there, he will help you, he sponsors students. So that's how she just went, she got the address, went to the man's house, just knocked on the gate. He said, what are you looking for? I'm looking for Chief NK or Abiola. Okay, you can't see him. You can't see Oga. And said, why? He said, I want to go to school, I can't afford it. And they just said, okay, write down your name, we will see what will happen. A few days later, the PA of the man called her, and that's how they did it. For 5 years, she was in University of Jos, fully paid, everything, never was there a lateness, and she never once set her eyes on MKO Abiola. Whatever we might feel or might not feel about him, there are some things that you can't argue with. Same thing in that line, there's a brother in this church who I know is paying